Oh crap, I didn't edit the, I didn't edit the details. Let me 1 second to edit the details. We're playing Pokemon Scarlet. Playlists. Alright, details saved. Okay, monetization is on. Good glory. Good grief, guys. We need to share the link out. Let me grab this. Grab this link real quick. Go to Twitter. Twitter! The day after Super Bowl. What up, Rago Calv? What a game, right? It's a pretty good game, man. I don't even follow football, and I enjoyed that game. I like that they kept it close. Sticking to the script, you know? Sticking to the script. Okay. Oh, man. I don't know why I feel so sore, but I feel sore. Coffee check. Coffee check. Coffee check. Coffee check. Anything new happen in Pokemon GO at all? Anybody know? Anybody know? Let's check. Ooh, I got a shiny Pidgey. I don't know when that happened. Gotcha, got a shiny. Any other shinies? Okay, that's not bad. A 4-star. Nope. We have a day, 15 hours, 29 minutes, and 55 seconds to transfer as many Pokemon as you can if you want to get those candies and Candies XL boosted. What else? What else, dude? Dead, man. Dead, bro. Kai! We just got shadowy skirmishes. I haven't done that. I'm not doing that. Not doing that. Cool. Alright, we've gone over the Pokemon GO news. Actually, no, there might be news. Let's check. You and I, let's go over there. Let's go over there. You know, I should make sure the widgets are all working on my stream before I start, huh? That'd be smart. Okay, what up, Regidrago? Hundo Deerling. First Shadow Shiny Pokemon, a Beldum. Nice. Nice. Oh yeah, those Shadow Shinies. Shadow Shinies are fun. What am I doing? That's right, we're going to the Pokemon GO news, because I don't know if there is any, but we'll check. We'll check. No. Nothing new. Cool. Moving on. Sweet. Hundo Deerling. Just like out in the wild? That's cool. Alright. I think it's a good time to switch over to the Paldea region. I must confess, guys, I played a little bit on the weekend. As you can tell by all of these being maxed out. Right. And and the reason for that is I did a couple raids. As you can tell by the fact that we have 187 Experience Candy XL. We spent a ton of that maxing those suckers out over there. But yeah, so that's where we're at. 203 large candies, 18 medium, 4 small, and we have 11 rare candies, also 10 bottle caps. So I did a bit of raiding, and yeah. But today, I think today the name of the game, because Greninja's gone. We can't do Greninja anymore. The name of the game today, probably. Here's the disappoint. Okay, the disappoint is I put a lot into this King Gambit, as you can see, really bad IVs, right? Right? And then we did a 6-star raid and we got this King Gambit with good IVs. So, well, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go in and I'm gonna get rid of this guy. I'm not gonna get rid of him, but we're gonna replace him. We're gonna train up that other King Gambit exactly as much as that one. But first we still have Dondozo here. If you look at his summary, he's maxed HP, which means we have other stats we need to max out. So let's go. Dondozo build. So this Dondozo build. The best build for Dondozo. Is this the one we're working on? I think this is the one we're working on. HP defense is the EV spread for this one. Hold on. The ability is wrong. But I think the ability they want for Dondozo anyway is unaware. It just looks like HP and defense for all of these builds, so I'm just gonna go level up defense right now. So let's do it. Let's put him in the team. We'll have him replace Meowscarada. Meowscarada. And then we're gonna give him Power Band? No, that's special defense. Power Lens. Power Belt. Oh, crap. Give to the Pokemon. Give it. Alright, Dondozo is holding the Power Band. Right! And then we just take out Corviknight, right? It's Corviknight? I keep forgetting. It's Corviknight, right? EV, training, defense. Alright, so we gotta do an encounter power steal. Not at the moment. Sorry, we're EV training. Alright, so we want encounter power steal. Let's go to Zero Gate. I don't know if we have all the ingredients. But I think we can make a potato sandwich, so that's something we could do. Picnic! Alright. There goes Nerthen. Right. Make a sandwich. I don't think it is. It could be just, I didn't do the news, but I'm online, so it stopped being on my map yesterday. I checked. I can check again. What up, Nat? Good morning. Good freaking morning. We're making a potato salad because we're gonna level up defense on this Dondozo. Okay. So the potato salad, for some reason, just lives on this side of the sandwich. Right? And then we're alternating peppers and cucumbers along the side here. So, because that's where that lives. And then This cuke will go here. Yeah, I thought it resets only when you like look at the news, and I'm like, I haven't looked at the news, but I don't see another Greninja. Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? But I have been doing a lot of like online Greninja over the weekend, so maybe that has something to do with it. Oh man, look how perfect! Look how perfect this potato salad sandwich is. Oh my gosh, looks just like the picture. Okay. It's actually pretty rewarding if you do a Greninja and some joker brings in like a fire type and you still get it. Like, that feels pretty awesome. Like, it feels better, I'd say, if everybody in the raid knew what they were doing. But like, if you have one joker in there who doesn't and you still beat it, you feel more powerful. Any Gwens in those raids? Lots of Gwens. Just Gwen all the time. Just like dudes fainting every round. You know, just guys going up against Greninja with like an armor rouge. You know, just, yeah, sure, why not? I guess you do you. Research station number 3. We should see Mad Corviknight right now because freaking I made a steel sandwich. Alright. Always a Gwen. Always a Gwen. What helps is if you have good support people in the raid that aren't gonna Gwen. You know what I mean? I don't have somebody who easily one-hits people in this. What moves does Greninja have? Fling will work. Fling will work. Fling will work. Maybe we'll get a shiny Corviknight. We did put down a sandwich, so battle. No, Fling doesn't work. Wow. Okay, my mistake. Okay. Who will work? I guess Miraidon will work. Oh, I'll just put Miraidon in there. It's supposed to make this painless. Gotta wait for a stupid Hadron thing. I mean, Miraidon looks so freaking dope, dude. Like, I don't really pay that much attention. I kind of dug the Blue Moon commercial. What other ones? I guess there was the one with Mr. Beast in it. That was fun. I'm still not gonna watch flag football, but it's still fun. Alright. I can tell you which ones I didn't like. Freaking, what the heck was that? Were they thinking with that roasted Planters Peanuts commercial? I mean, it was a good premise, but like the execution was so cringe. Really, Travolta? Oh my gosh, that was like, that commercial made me feel bad for everyone involved. It was. Look how cool Miraidon is. Freaking jetpacks for legs and junk. You'd think, like, I was like, I see characters, I see Pokemon designs like this, and I'm like, oh man, Oh man, Violet must be a completely different game, right? Nope. It is the same. But I'm like, why are all your paradox things like super awesome? Yeah, there was a lot of like nostalgia nobody asked for. Like Clueless, like nobody asked for that. Like nobody remembered, like even people who it's nostalgic for, I guess, like we don't like remember it fondly, you know? And then again, like who else is it for? They're not trying to reach like a younger crowd, because the younger crowd don't even know what Clueless is. I don't know. The meme. What was the meme? Memes? Was there a memes commercial? Me and Christine showed up to my friend's house to watch the Super Bowl a little late. we got it. We got there like around 6, so we missed a half-hour commercials. But Temu, am I right, guys? Gonna go get some quality Chinese products from Temu. Shop like a billionaire is what they said. Yeah, wait a month for the thing that doesn't fit you to arrive. It's basically a discount Wish, which is shocking to say. But they advertised like crazy, and they made it look like that stuff showed up instantly. I go into the app, I hit a button, and boom, this dude's wearing a toupee. And I'm like, no, that toupee gonna show up in a month or two from China. And it's gonna look like it was made for a child. So it won't fit that dude. And everything is gonna look way different than the picture. You see this elaborate stitching on this hoodie that you thought was gonna look dope on you? No, none of that's on the actual hoodie that we send you. We send you this hoodie that we probably found at the bottom of a barrel in a warehouse. And we just found the coolest picture that we could affix to it. Doesn't look like it. It's probably a different product. I'm not speaking from experience, but I am. I got suckered for one of those Assassin's Creed hoodies. So they're like, yeah, it looked like it was an Ezio hoodie, and they're like, yeah, look how much like Ezio you could look like. And I was like, explains the balloon delivery system. That thing moved faster than Wish, man. That thing moved pretty fast. I saw this ad. It was a Facebook ad. Of course, it's a Facebook ad. And pictured was this really cool Assassin's Creed hoodie. And like of course the mannequin they put it on looked really cool. And I'm like, man, I gotta have that. And basically, when it arrives, because it took so freaking long, and you spent money, you kind of live in denial for a while. You like put it on, you're like, oh yeah, this looks like it. This totally looks cool. I'm gonna wear this. I'm gonna wear this out, you know, and I'm gonna be cool. And like, A, it's not cool, and 2, it looks nothing. Looks nothing like the picture. You don't look like you're an assassin from Assassin's Creed. You look like a dude in a hoodie that doesn't fit you. And the hoodie is kind of held together with hot glue. It's just sort of like, well, and that's what happened. It was like felt. It looked like felt. It looked like it was put together for a child's musical. Like if a kid's production of Assassin's Creed, if a bunch of kids put on a play, that was the hoodie that they would have used. They would have made it themselves with hot glue and some felt, and that's what I got off this website from China. There was an article, like this lady wrote a whole article because like she was like kind of a fashion blogger, and she decided to order some stuff off of Wish that looked really nice, like really nice stuff. And she's like, ooh, like this kind of dress is the one I was looking for. And then she just posted pictures of her trying them on and them just not looking, and like comparing it to the photo that's on the website. But then she had her 8-year-old daughter try on all the clothes, and she looked exactly like the photo. like it fit her exactly like it fit the models in the product photos. And so I don't know. She still had no explanation. Just like I bought these like bigger size, because I knew that stuff from Chinese websites usually comes in a little smaller size. So she like bought like 2 sizes up, and still it didn't fit her right. But it fit her 8-year-old perfect. It's weird though, because like these are all the same factories that are making the clothes that we buy in shopping malls. So I guess just the sizing is different because maybe the retailers here in the US handle the sizing, maybe. So they're like, oh, this is what we're gonna say is a large or X large, because like if you order an X large off that website, you're gonna get a belly shirt. That's what you're getting. But like literally, they're sourcing all of their goods from the same vendors that like all the official retailers here in the US source from. It's just that they're buyers for, you know, the buyers for Banana Republic, or the buyers for like Calvin Klein and all those other brands. They're a lot better. They get paid a lot more than we do to buy things from vendors, and so they pick the right stuff. We do not, especially looking on the internet on like a website like Wish or something. But literally, they get all their crap from the same place. It's just that real buyers know where to look. That's why they get paid the big bucks. Also, they traveled to China to the actual store, to the actual like giant complex where all the stuff is, and they hand select stuff. So I guess that does factor into the difference there. How many more Corviknight do I gotta kill? Also, I want a shiny. So there's that. Okay. Dundozo. Check summary. And almost there, man. Almost there. Just a couple more. Come on, Steelbirds. Where y'all at? I made a steel sandwich. Y'all should be littering the place. Literally. Well, the price isn't up to them. You know? They work out whatever deal they do with the brands. You know? And then the brands purchase it and they determine the price. So, yeah, it does depend on what label they put on there, but like, yeah, you will see the same garment probably in different stores for different pricing. But that's not, like, the Chinese factory had nothing to do with that. But what usually actually happens is, you go to one vendor, and that vendor will give you the textile. They'll give you, and then, so for instance, like, you go to a vendor, let's say they make denim out of, like, a tencel fabric or something, or like out of a bamboo fabric. You know, something based on something that's a little more sustainable, let's say. You buy the material from them, and then you go to a mill and you have them produced. And so that's why the product is a little better. And then the kind of offshoot, like the byproduct, the stuff, the rejected things, or the stock that's kind of either not purchased up or extra, that gets sold on these websites like Wish and stuff. And that's why people shop there. That's why the website maintains so well. It's because you have a chance of getting something that's exactly the same as the designer. You have a chance. after the designer brand has gone through the fabric, the textile vendor, and then gone through the mill to produce the designs that they made. You know, so they send the designs over. And then the factory makes that same garment in varying different qualities too, as well, because most brands have multiple brands underneath them. Like, you have the Gap, they have, you know, Banana Republic, they have Old Navy, so they have all these this range of products they need, and they all pretty much are the same clothes, but they're just made, you know, at different levels of quality, different cuts here and there. But that's the batch of crap that you're getting stuff from if you go to like a Wish, or if you go to like a Temu. Temu. They bought like 3 ads. It's the same ad. It wasn't a good one. Yeah. Amazon's a different beast altogether, because those are third-party vendors. So yeah, it could be like a factory in China that set up shop, but like, it could also be somebody who just buys liquidation and, you know, lists it, and they're an Amazon seller. Because honestly, reselling on Amazon is pretty lucrative, and it's not hard. It's not a lot of startup money you need. You know, you're gated for a while, and you just work your way towards being entered in so that you can sell certain products. So if you want to do clothing or vintage clothing, or for instance, you find your pieces, you list them, you put them into their system. You know, once you're done putting them into the system, you do it in big batches, right? You fill a box full of vintage clothing. You know, all of it's been entered into the system. And you just ship that box to a fulfillment facility, and they will stock it for you in their warehouse. So you don't have to pay any warehouse, you don't have any overhead. All you got to do is basically package the product, label it, price it, list it, and then Amazon will handle the rest. They'll do shipping and fulfillment for you. That's just wild to me. Like, that's a business you can do, you know? Especially if it's something lightweight. Like, if you decide, like, if you're like, oh, I'm gonna resell like old exercise equipment, you're kind of screwed because you gotta ship that thing. But like, if you're doing vintage clothing and you're just sending garments over to Amazon, and like, things sell more on Amazon. Like, it's just a thing. Like, you can charge more on Amazon than you can charge on eBay. And you're gonna handle any fulfillment. You don't gotta ship to people. You don't gotta do none of that. You just gotta enter everything into Amazon system. You know, you have to get into their program. But once you're ungated for things like whatever you want to do, whatever you want to sell, if it is garments, and then your job now is to go out and find deals on clothing. And like see like, okay, how much can I sell this for? You know, and then how much does this usually sell on Amazon? And then like buy it, bring it home, package it up, put it all into a box, and once you get like a big shipment ready, like one big box full of clothes, you enter that stuff into their system and you ship it to their fulfillment facility. They'll handle everything else. They'll ship it for you. That's crazy. Some people out there making $500,000 a year doing that. Especially like the retro gaming. Like I watch, I mean, honestly, I'm getting all my info from just watching Phoenix Resale, but like that guy, he's in Lexington, Kentucky. Bro just goes from like pawn shop to pawn shop, finding some dum-dums who don't know that like a copy of like, you know, an old PS Vita game is selling for like $60 online. They're selling it for $5. And he goes and he picks that thing up. He enters into the system. He knows some dodo on Amazon's gonna buy this for $60. He cleans it up. He packages it. And he does a mass shipment. And like you're shipping what? You're shipping PS Vita games? Or like, you know, PS1 and PS2 discs? Those don't weigh anything. You put a ton of those in a box. Put like 100 of those in one box and ship it. Costs you nothing. And then them things sell like hotcakes because for some reason retro gaming is absurd right now. It's to the point. It's to the point where people who like are video game sellers or whatever else, they're like, if you want to get in on the ground floor, start collecting Xbox One. Because Xbox One is really cheap right now. And if it follows the trend that gaming has been following with all of these retro games, all of these secondhand games, like, you can buy an Xbox One right now for $80 probably, used somewhere. And like, just wait. You know, just get on the ground floor. Get a whole huge collection. Finish your Xbox One collection. You get rare games, like limited run games for Xbox One for really cheap right now. Because it's one generation behind. But once it's 2 generations behind, give it a year. Even if the next generation's not out, you could still, once Xbox One is previous generation, you forget about it. Like you're looking at ridiculous prices for games. People are just gonna look for them. I don't even get it, man. Like PS Vita is selling like crazy right now. Why? Nobody knows. Did you play PS Vita? I didn't play the PS Vita. I had a PSP. Heck yeah. You know I had a PSP. I was playing that freaking God of War game on there. Alright. I'm talking a lot. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Special defense. Alright, so let's get Dundoza's special defense up real quick. But for real though, like PS Vita games right now, if you were going on the secondhand market to find PS Vita games, you'd be spending at least twice what the retail value is for dumb games, for like crap, for shovelware for the Vita. Like not even games that were developed for the Vita, games that Sony was just like, we get $14 for this. Like, it's crap, but we'll sell it. Shovelware for the Vita. If it retailed at like $29.99 when it first came out, you're gonna be paying $60 for that. Insane. It doesn't make any sense. But that's where we're at with gaming right now. That's where we're at, man. We just stuff, man. It's just brutal. Oh, you know what I should do? Put Sarah Ledge out. He's good. Sarah Ledge is good at one-hitting suckers. That's what I found. For training, at least. For training purposes. Alright. And then... yeah, that God of War game was so dope. Especially the fact that I took it on the subway with me. Bro, like, I could play God of War. And I could get that satisfaction, like that really good gameplay, even though we're missing the second analog stick for no reason at all. Like, you get that really satisfying God of War gameplay on the freaking subway, bro. Like, that to me, that was amazing. I put so many hours into that game. Also, the Rock Band game for PSP, especially if like you've got like, if you're a really big fan of Amplitude when it was out, it was basically Amplitude, but with like a Rock Band skin on it, and it was like you were kind of upset that Amplitude was gone. It was a great PS2 game, which they finally they kickstarted and brought it to the PS4 and PS5, but so you should check out Amplitude whenever you can. But, like, I loved Amplitude. Amplitude was so much fun. And then they came out with the Rock Band game for the PSP, and it was basically Amplitude, which was awesome. But, like, with actual, licensed music, which was cool. That game, I spent a lot of time, just, like, a lot of my hours on. What was I doing here? Oh, yeah. EV training. Wait, I could just go to this website here that I have up already. And select special defense. Yeah, it's Floette. Freaking Floette. Amplitude was so fun. I think it was Harmonix, actually, who made Amplitude. They couldn't get enough people to make another Amplitude, or they didn't have the resources, so they actually went on Kickstarter for that, which was kind of wild. It's the thing, like, I don't think they can factor in the resale market as demand for a handheld console. You know what I mean? Like, the Vita couldn't compete with the 3DS. It was almost like an abject failure for Sony. And so, for them to invest anymore based on the fact that, like, Vita games are selling like hotcakes right now, like, I don't think they would. Because, like, the reason why it's selling like hotcakes is because it's all discontinued. It's the rarity of it, but also the fact that, like, I don't know why, the interest in retro gaming is so high. That even a console as recent as the Vita, or the PS4, like, you're finding prices for games and for consoles to be way higher than you'd expect for like a previous generation. And oftentimes higher than they were at retail. So it's like, I don't know, it's just a little crazy. It's a little crazy, man. I don't get it. COVID make people do crazy things, man. That's all I'm gonna say. But hopefully, I don't know, maybe Sony will. It was tech-wise, it was. But as far as like innovation and gaming, like more people played the 3DS. You know what I mean? Like, that's the way it is. And it's funny because Sony gave us what we wanted. They gave us the second analog stick. They gave us really nice product. It was for the price, it was a little too high. The price for the Vita was a little too high, price point wise. The selection of games, not as great as they could have been at launch, which is always the problem. You gotta give us a reason to buy your hardware. Like, that God of War game sold the PSP. You know what I mean? Like, having God of War on a handheld, that's all you needed, man. But, like, 3DS, you had so many great games. You know, you had Ace Attorney, you had Pokemon, you had all the Wario titles. You had so many great games for the 3DS. They didn't really have a lot going for the PS Vita when it was launched. But also the price point, like no one was gonna pay for a handheld at that price. It was like, I think it was like near like the same amount as a PS4 for a handheld. I think also a driving force for the sale of PSP. Oh, dude, that would be so cool. A driving force for PSP sales, I remember, was the modding community. So that was one thing that that Sony wanted to fight. You know, so they were so resistant to that, because of course they would be, because the modding community was also pirating the games too. Like, if you modded your PSP, you could back up your games and play them that way, which was more convenient, you know. And like, also, we were buying memory stick duos, so like, I think Sony should have just been like, hey, we're making a ton on these like memory stick duo sales, you know. Even though it was cheaper, you could buy, back then you could buy micro SD cards, and there was a adapter. So it's like a memory stick duo adapter where you could plug in 2 micro SD cards, and it would make one volume out of them. So that's what I used, even though it was like super slow and not the best, but it was cheap. Yeah, man, I bought so many memory stick duos, especially like the modding community. People who were like making mods, people who were playing you know, like homebrew games and stuff like that. And like, I used it primarily to back up the games that I owned, because the freaking PSP cartridges were garbage. Like, they made so much noise, and it was kind of bulky to carry them around. So I backed up all my games onto Memory Stick Duo, and then I also like downloaded emulators so I could play like Super Mario Brothers on the PSP, which was probably, like, layout wise for like controls and stuff, probably one of the better emulations I've ever had of the NES or the SNES. Was on the PSP. And of course, Sony would be way, like, they'd be like, yeah, we're very opposed, very opposed to this use case. But, I mean, hey, I'm buying memory stick duos so I can play Mario on this PSP, right? And man, that was like hours and hours of my commute, because I had a long commute. At one point, I was commuting from Fort Lee, New Jersey. You know, to work downtown in Manhattan. And so I would just take the Jersey Transit bus, even though it took 2 hours longer. But it meant I could just sit on one bus and get to work. And that whole bus ride, I would just play Mario. Alright. So let's look at the moveset here. We're looking for... Well, one thing, the held item is supposed to be leftovers. I don't have any leftovers to give it, so we're going to have to go buy some leftovers later. But first, they're asking for Curse, Wave Crash, Body Press, and Earthquake. So we already have Wave Crash, so let's reorder these a little bit. Wave Crash is 2 in the line. Body Press and Earthquake we don't have. So let's see if we can remember those moves. So we got Wave Crash, Body Press, and Earthquake. Do we see them? No, we see Water Gun. Well, you know what? We should level it up first. Because who knows what moves we'll learn once it levels. And use one of our 187 Experience Candy XL. I guess we're not learning anything. I guess we're gonna have to TM all these moves. Okay, fully leveled up. Let's see what TMs we have. Sort by name. Let's teach a curse. Nope, we don't have curse. Body press? Body press. Do we have body press? We don't. Yes, we do. Use this item. Third move. So now we just need Curse and Earthquake. I do believe I have an Earthquake to give. Yes. So we just need to teach it Curse. Now, can it learn Curse? Is it learnable by TM? I feel like I've made a Curse TM before. Oh no. Yeah, there's no Curse TM. So we gotta do... Egg move? Oh my gosh. Really? I don't want to do that. Dondozo's not on this list. Is this a... Do I have to use a mirror herb for this? Looks like I'm gonna mirror herb this. Sure, it doesn't even list Dondozo on under Pokemon that learn Curse. But Curse is here. Alright. We'll see what we can do. Let's go to the let's go to Medali, because Medali is where we can get... In the amphitheater, we could just pick up leftovers. We don't have to buy it. I can't believe, like, so how do we give him Curse? If he can't learn it naturally through evolution. It doesn't seem to get it from breeding. We have to... And I want to breed it because this got good IVs. Okay. Alright, what we're going to do is let's go to Cascarat. Let's go to Medali. Dolly's up here. Still gonna check my map, see if I still have... I don't have a Greninja. I did one last night, but it was like pretty late, so it might have been... Ooh, we have a 6-star though. I don't see any... I don't see any 7-star black... 7-star poison. But we have 6-star electric. Yeah, that SNES was great too because the button config was perfect. Like you just had to remember to use the D-pad and not the analog stick. But otherwise, like the placement for the buttons on the PSP were perfect to emulate SNES. Okay. At the time, the only official emulation that we had of Super Nintendo was freaking was on the Wii, and it wasn't good, you know. Like Wii emulation of SNES, one, like the games looked really dark. Also, the controls weren't ideal. They were fine. They were great for like NES games, but also like even then, holding a Wiimote in your hand, like, horizontally, wasn't very comfortable. So there were a lot of problems with Wii emulation. That's all we had. But honestly, I feel like the PSP was probably the best emulation I've ever... Like, best experience I've had of SNES aside from playing the SNES, which I have now. I own an SNES, so it's cool. Fire electric. How do we counter this? How do we... PV poke. We're going to PV poke. So we're looking at Flareon. And Flareon electric. Okay, Ceruledge. They're suggesting Ceruledge. I've got Ceruledge. Is this a solo situation? Yeah. That's another thing. The Wii was great because it had controller ports. So you can like plug a GameCube controller. That was always super nice. Now we're in the generation of dongles. Like the console's not gonna come with a port, but you can buy a dongle. Third-party dongles. You know, they make one where you can plug in up to like for my bachelor party, my brother-in-law brought in his Switch, and he had a dongle that you can plug in like a ton of GameCube controllers into it. So we're all just sitting there with GameCube controllers, just playing Smash Brothers. Like it was like a 7-person Smash Brothers round, and we're like, it's crazy to watch on this Airbnb television that we have, but like it worked. Dying. Yeah, it's why I like the I don't even know what the name is for it. It's not the it's not it's not the Retron because my Retron 5 died. But I have something now. It's 3 consoles in one. So it's Genesis, SNES, and NES. And that thing works like a champ. And lets me plug in all original controllers. So I could play Sonic with the Genesis controller, which is the way to do it. And I could play Super Mario World with the SNES controller. Why is Flare Blitz doing that much damage? Oh, I know why. Dude buffed himself. I guess we need to do a defense chant. Okay, that's better. That's better. I guess we're using Bitterblade because we can't afford a sword dance right now. Oof. Just let it damage itself. I don't want to use Bitter Blade. I'll just do a heal cheer. Let him hurt himself. He's doing more damage to himself than he's doing to us. Dang, not cool, bro. That sucks. Oh, the wrong cheer. I used the wrong cheer. Crap. Yeah, we're not gonna win this. I meant to use defense. Now he's gonna one-hit me. Oh no, no one hit. Yes, we'll waste our bitter blades. he's gonna release all his energy right now. Guess Ceruledge wasn't the right choice. I think PV Poke doesn't actually... I think it just takes basic stats and puts it into a formula, but doesn't really come up with the best solution. Or maybe we shouldn't have soloed it? I don't know. I don't know. Let's just use our brain. PV Poke might not be the best thing. We got electric. So we're looking at... We got fire first. We got fire is the ground, rock, and water. Is a good counter. And then we have electric, which ground. So if we had a ground attacker, this would be perfect. But we don't. Okay. Great Tusk. Wait, we have Great Tusk. Let's try Great Tusk. I feel like that might work. All right, we're gonna try to solo with Great Tusk. See what happens. If it doesn't work, then we'll just get a group together. I mean, there's nothing like playing the original consoles. Like, you know, we have a regular NES and we have an N64, so we do a lot of that gaming here. But also, like, I have that 3-in-1 console, so that's a good second-hand experience. What am I doing? Let's do taunt. But playing on the original controllers with the original cartridge, but through like an emulated system like the 3-in-1 that I have upstairs, is still pretty dope, you know? Yeah, I think this was the right choice. Great Tusk wasn't even listed on PV Poke, so that's silly. Am I gonna faint? Yep, I'm fainting. Before I can even cheer. Do we need defense? I think we might need a defense cheer. Just so that we could withstand a bunch of flare blitzes. Okay. It's a heal up time, I think. Because Flare Blitz takes so much, I'm gonna heal up here. Ouch. But I think I can afford the fainting because his move takes so much. Did it just knock itself out? Yeah, just knocked itself out. Wow. That, I mean, it was that and my teammates, but a lot of it was it used a move that recoils. Alright. We got our 6th star. Give us some Herba Mystica for Pete's sake. That's like the one thing I still haven't gotten, sweet Herba Mystica. We've done so many raids. There's so many 6 stars. Only spices. Only spices. So you getting bottle caps? No bottle caps. Okay. Only spices. But really what's the most valuable thing here is the 5 out of 6. Perfect score. Not perfect, but 5 perfect IVs out of the 6. No, don't rename. Okay. Right. Let's move that to the good IVs folder. Right. There's a pretty good selection in here right now. Some good raiders in there, you know, if I train them up. Alright, done does though. One thing we need to do, if it works, I'm not even sure if this will work, but let's give him the mirror herb just cause. No, don't, dang it. Give to Pokemon. Okay. Let's forget order up. Let's go into our boxes. First things first, let's get all the raiders out of there. Okay. Now let's search for curse. Okay, so it looks like Vaporeon knows Curse. So let's... So we should be able to just picnic, right? And then done picnicking. Let's see if Dendazo knows Curse. Yes. Okay, cool. So we've got... Let's sort these moves better, so it's not confusing to me. Curse. Then Wave Crash. Then Body Press. Then Earthquake. Sick! Alright, now we just need to change his ability to Unaware. Right, because ability right now is Water Veil. He's naughty by nature. Oh. Alright, it has to be impish nature. So, this moveset. Alright. Ability patch. Alright, we're looking for Unaware. Nice. Okay, cool. Okay. What were we doing? Oh, we're going to Medali. We're gonna get some leftovers. So leftovers are left in the amphitheater. So we gotta find the alcove of vendors at the amphitheater. Which I think we can find, right? I take it's on the outskirts of town, right? Or... On the left side of the amphitheater, there should be an alcove of vendors. Yes. Behind them... Oh, it's no longer there. It would be here in this corner. Oh, well. I guess we have to buy it at the Cascarafa Delibird presence. Okay. Fine. No, there's something to be said about convenience, and I do play on my Nintendo Direct stuff more than I play on that 3-in-1 emulator I have upstairs. So, or on the NAS console itself, or the you know, which we have, or the we have to play the 64 because I don't have expansion pack, but yeah, I play a lot more Nintendo stuff on the console itself, on my Switch. So there's something to say about it being free and here. So you got that. Does it compare to the original? Not really. Like, I would still prefer the original. But do I play it more than the original? Yes, I do. Because it's there. $20,000? Really? Right. And with that, the Dunduzzo build is done. Boom. Okay. Now we could spend the time on making a new build, but I don't have a lot of time left today. So that'll be tomorrow. Sorry, we got a late start today, but what we're going to do is we're gonna make some eggs, and probably not hatch them today, but we'll hatch them tomorrow as well. And to do so, we're gonna put Greninja in here, my Hundo Greninja. And he is to breed with the Japanese Ditto. Now, we're gonna give Greninja something to hold. Something to hold. Where is it? Destiny. Destiny not. Why do we have two of them? Okay. 'Tis your destiny. Alright. Let's go have a picnic, man. I gotta take the elevator? Really? Really, bro? Okay. I have a giant gliding dragon, but we're gonna take the elevator. This seems like a good place in any to have a picnic in the middle of a sandstorm. Let's make a sandwich. Let's get that egg power up there. Like, what's a good egg power sandwich? I wish you could sort by things. Okay. Alright. Jam. It's not egg power. Egg power level 1 for a jam sandwich. Ultra jam sandwich. Egg power level 1 still. Why? Great jam sandwich. No egg power. Okay, hold on. Is it the ultimate ultra peanut butter? Level 2. Master peanut butter. No egg power there. Alright. Pickle sandwich. Alright, it's the ultra peanut butter sandwich. We're gonna make all the eggs today. That's what we're doing. I guess the only thing that makes it ultra is the bananas. Look at that. See, the camera adjusts after you place the first item. And so the physics, like where you hover the banana and drop it, it drops in a different place because the camera changes. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We still made a perfect ultra peanut butter sandwich. Okay. Eat that sandwich. Nom 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 nom. Whoa? Oh. That wasn't a whoa. That was a... Why was that not a whoa? I guess he wasn't amazed, he was just more pleasantly surprised by it. Egg power 2! Alright guys, make a baby. Come on guys. You're getting a bath in a sandstorm. It's very efficient use of time. Play with that ball. Heck yeah, 1 egg. Alright guys, let's make some eggs. Make some eggs, okay? Okay, gonna make eggs. I know the price of eggs is very high right now, but we need more eggs, okay? Yeah. Hey, come on, we made an ultra peanut butter sandwich. You gotta do better than that. Gotta do better than that. Alright, we're trying to Masudo method a shiny one of you, okay? Want several shiny Froakie out of this. Better be a ton of shiny Froakie. Okay, you guys are not producing as fast as we need to on this schedule here. Okay. So let's get to baby making. Baby making. The 2 of yous. We're at egg level 2, guys. What more do you want from me? Egg level 2. Come on. Okay, we got an egg. What? That's 3 eggs. Big whoop, guys. Alright, I'm gonna peel this clementine. By the time I eat my clementine, there better be like 10 eggs in there. Okay? Don't you kick that ball at me. Okay, we're doing it. One peel. Done it. Alright. One egg. 2 eggs. That's it? Let's try again. Seriously, guys? I'm gonna peel another clementine. There better be more eggs in there. This one's giving me a little trouble. I'm gonna be all sticky after this. frick's sake. Alright, I'm going to go upstairs. I'm going to wash my hands. There better be some eggs. Better be some eggs. Alright. Let's see. I gotta go soon, but let's check all the eggs. It's a good amount of eggs, I think. Okay. I think we'll wrap this up for now. We might continue the breed session later. But, where'd all the eggs go? Yeah, they're all over the place. Let's consolidate our eggs, shall we? These should have better IVs than the other Froakie I've hatched because, I mean, it doesn't do much, but it has a destiny knot. Can I select more than one? Mine it selects more. Why don't they tell you that to begin with? Thank you for that, Nats. Now that we're done moving things. Thank you guys for tuning in. This is Monday live stream. I'll see you guys up and early tomorrow. Peace out.